welcome back to Women's Fit Way, womensfitway.com. Today I'm going to show you a fundamental exercise, one of the most fundamental exercises of this program and any workout program. It is the squat. The beginners, this is going to be maybe one of the first things that you learn how to do. This along with push-ups and sit-ups. Always going to be on the beginner program. It's something that you have to master before we move on with heavier weights. So an air squat is without weight at all. We are never going to use weight while we're doing an air squat. And it is very important to your everyday life. You squat every single day, multiple times a day. Every time that you stand up and sit down, you're squatting, whether you know that you are or not. So if it's hard for you at first, I do not want you to get discouraged. Beginners, you just have to keep moving. You have to keep doing it. Keep doing the strength portions that I give you when I tell you to go into squat holds. That will help to create muscle memory so that you can make sure that you're getting down low enough. So let me go ahead and tell you the mechanics of this movement. The first thing that we're doing is your core is very tight. Now, as your core is tight, we want to think about where our feet are being placed. We want them just under shoulder width, and we can go ahead and turn them parallel and then just open them very slightly so that they're just ever so slightly pushing out to the side. Our toes are just ever so slightly out to the side. So I'll go ahead and show you from the side position because that's a little easier to see. The first thing that happens, of course, our core is super tucked in. And then the first cue I want you to think about is that your hips are going back and then down. So hips go back before we even bend the knee. Our hips are back as far as we can. We've already started to create this great arch with our back. And then they start to go down. Now, as we go down, we want to continue to push our knees out as we go. So down, up, then we get below parallel, and then we rise right back up after we've gotten below parallel. It is so important to get below parallel on these squats because although some people say it's bad for your knees, they're wrong. Unfortunately, I don't know how this started, but there's a big myth going out there saying that squatting is really bad for your knees. That is absolutely absurd. In fact, when you start to squat properly, you can alleviate a lot of knee problems that you have. The way that you do that is by squatting below parallel. A high squat is only going to get your quad involved, whereas once you get below parallel, suddenly your hamstrings and your adductors are also activated, creating this perfect balance around your knee that will eliminate knee problems and it won't create knee problems on top of what you may already have. So, once again, I'll show you from the side. First thing, our core is super tight. Our hips go back first, start to initiate that arch of the back, and then they go down, knees are pushing out, get to that below parallel position, and then back up. So I'll show you from the front. So, good stance with our feet, shoulder width apart, slightly turned out, hips go back and down, down, push our knees out, shove them out to the side, that's what you want to think about, and then come back up. And one more time, and back up. One of my problems that I had when I first started squatting was I didn't realize that I wasn't coming up all the way. You really want to make sure that your hips are fully extending at the top and then going all the way back down. So, for beginners, you may have problems getting the proper depth. For that, what I'd like you to do is to do box squats or chair squats. So that's where you're going to squat like normal, where your hips are going back and down and you have an arch in your back, but you're going to use a chair to do it. So, get a fairly low chair, one that will allow you to either be at parallel or just below. This one is just at parallel, maybe a little too high for me, but just so that you get the idea, I want you to see this. So, our feet are in a nice stance. We are going to get our hips back, sit down on that chair, and then go back up. That's just going to allow you to get a little bit lower than you otherwise would have, and to kind of feel where that squat's supposed to be. Once you get better, then you can take away that chair and just do regular squats on your own. So once again, that's here, and back up. So, all right, I know this is a very technically challenging movement, but with a little bit of diligence, I know that you will get it, no problem. Definitely enjoy. This will be great for your entire body, for your core, for your legs, for everything. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.